Alright guys, here's my refrigerator. I've had all this bad food I had to get out. I barely had to put it in my house refrigerator, so a lot of food went bad. And so you can see this, and hopefully at the end of the time, before and after. Alright guys, here's the compressor. As you can see, there are 3 prongs in here, and here's the old one. I'm gonna put it back. I'm just gonna show you what it sounds like. It just clicks on and off. It's even usually the compressor, you can hear it running. So before I change it out and see if the other one works. All right, we got that in there. So we'll set it in there like so. All right, I'm gonna plug the refrigerator back in. You can hear it for a minute. You'll hear it click on. And there it goes. It comes on. You hear the load. You can hear the load reduce inside the fan. And it shuts right off. It doesn't stay on. So if you have similar to that, it comes on and clicks right off the overload. Alright guys, I'm going to show you. I'm basically a little amateur refrigerator repair. I had this refrigerator outside, and I've had it for a while. I really like it. It's called a Gladiator outdoor refrigerator, and it just stopped cooling. And it kept on clicking on these ones, and as you can see, I showed you before or not. I'm deciding where I'm gonna put this in the video. Anyways, this part right here is the relay, and it got the capacitor. So when you take it off, it looks like this. So just be careful with this capacitor. I'll show you that when we test that. So this is the old relay, and as you can see, it has 3 prongs. All right, guys, I just want to make sure I get this right. This thing's called a compressor starter relay and overload. So the bottom pin right there, the very little tiny hole at the very bottom, I'm going to say here in a little bit, is the overload, and the top 2 pins are the compressor starter relay. And I'll be linking in the description below, and for this exact relay, the one I'm going to be the new one. So, and all the tools will be in the link in the description. So if you want to buy that stuff, it helps out the channel. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. The bottom one is the overload. So when the compressor it's for protection, it's like a breaker. If it draws too much current, it's set to a certain spec inside on this thing, and it'll pop it, and it won't work. And those go bad sometimes. So on your meter, you want to go to the horseshoe. I'm gonna put mine at 2,000 ohms. Mine says 2K. All right, guys, I'm checking this meter right here. You can see that on the corner. You see the little horseshoe. That means ohms. And on this one, you can manually select how high you want the ohms to go. And the one I'm gonna have in the description, it's gonna have that horseshoe, and it'll just auto adjust the range it needs to go into. So this one you manually select. So that's this particular one. The one I'm gonna have a link. It's a little easier. So. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. And if you want to know what the ohms is, it's basically just check and flow of the wire. How the flow of in a pipe in water, if there's a restriction. So the higher the ohms, the more restriction you have. So the lower the better. So we want a low number. So yeah, I'm going to show you if we put these together. You see the wires, I'm getting 1 ohm, so you know that's what you're kind of looking for. Is barely, there's no restriction in that wire. So we're gonna put it on the bottom, and we're gonna go here. I'm gonna check both these wires because I can't remember which one was the certain one, but you're supposed to get a reading out of one of them. And as you can see, we are getting nothing. So you know that right there is open. And if you just want to make sure, you can go through the higher to the ohms, the higher the one. And it's so out of range. That's milliohms, guys. It's so out of range right there. That's so much resistance. It's so high. It's probably 1 milliohms. So that's really high, guys. So yeah, so it's way out of spec. So we are going to try this one. This is the new one. You can see we're getting like 1 ohm, guys. That's excellent. So you know this one the overload is bad. So there's one good indication. You got one step that you know that's bad. It's a real simple test. On this particular, you could test the compressor sides on this one. You're supposed to go like this, but I'm thinking on this side because they both give me no readings. This is the new one, and this is the new one. There's a circuit board. You're not going to get a reading. So you can open this up and see if there's like, if it's been burnt inside on that side, then that may be indication you have a problem. So that's that. And then on the capacitors, I use these rubber needle nose. You want to be careful and make sure you're grabbing the rubber so you don't get shocked. You want to make sure this thing is discharged. So, and don't touch any contacts. Just be safe. You don't want to get shocked. So take them and you can take a screwdriver too with rubber handle. Make sure the capacitors, there you go, see? All right, this is and I had to get another meter on this one because they're called microfarings or something like that, guys. It has a symbol like this, as you can see, it's like on the very bottom, this symbol. If you gotta have this symbol. This one doesn't have it. So on the ohms right here, there's like a hash with like an X, like a T. And you gotta have its microfarads, I think, or something like that. Yeah, guys, the one in the description of the meter is just gonna have this symbol by itself. But sometimes you'll have this, if you have this symbol with the ohms, you just got to adjust it to what you need it for. The one I'm going to give you is going to be auto select. So it'll be down in the description. So we're going to test the capacitor with that. And you got to make sure you set it in the right mode. And yeah, it's NF. See, this says NF there. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Yeah, so we got the NF. We're going to put this right here. And on the reading on this particular one, it says 12 microfarads, right? I don't know if you can even see that. All right, guys, we're gonna check. I see in the back of this particular capacitor, you see the 12 UF, and it's plus or minus 5%. And there's a way to, if you have a higher number, there's a way to do the math. I'm gonna show you how to do that. And the meter I'm gonna have, we're gonna auto range it, and it'll just check, and you can see if you're way above this, then it's bad, and plus or minus 5%. So let's get back to it. I was doing the math on that, so calculator. 12 times 0.05 is 0.6. All right, so right there, we got, this is actually one now. Let's see what we got. So yeah, so we're getting 12 right now, so we're at plus or minus points. So we're in spec right now, so that was good, guys. So we got 12.4, so we're in spec there. Let's check this one out. Oh, that was in spec too. So you see the 12.45, so plus or minus 0.6, so we're right in spec, guys. So those are both good. So I bought one just in case, so you guys can see that. Hope you guys can really see that. So you tested a couple times to get verification. So all the tests I found, guys, is the overload is not good. So we are going to go, and I'm going to show you what it sounds like and everything else, and we're going to go repair the other one. When you buy these, guys, be careful and get your serial number of your refrigerator. And you might have to get some connection because this has a different connection. I have to like repair it. So let's go outside and check it out. All right, let's see if this works now, guys. Be a nay or yay. Let's plug it back in. Plug it back in. Let's see. I think it's really working, guys. And you can feel that the compressor is like humming. You can feel it. You can feel it running inside. That's great, huh? Hopefully that's it. In there. And I'm gonna show you what the temperature is when here in a minute. I'm gonna feel it humming, guys. It ain't clicking or nothing. Working good. So this thing was bad, guys. All right. All right, guys, it's all frozen, so you can see how low it is already. Way like probably -5. You can see I just put this in yesterday, it's frozen. So it's working. I'm gonna start putting stuff in here, and that thing worked out just fine.
Worked out.